back of the rim. Garnett on the slam foul. Using Curry way downtown. Oh, what a shot!
I don't believe it's a stretch to say that the Celtics and Heat are officially a rivalry. As a matter of fact, it's one that began in 2010 and has spanned through the 2020s so far. While spectating the most recent installment and all the amazing...
It is crazy how this rivalry has like transcended 2 generations though. Without like really much of a break. I think the only break in this rivalry was from like 13 to 19. But
amazing moments that were happening, I stopped to think about all the amazing moments I've experienced with this over the last 13 years. It was my belief that if I were to present them all in one place, you would actually see how great this rivalry has been and the potential for where it can go. So that's what this video entails. I'm going to go down to the very individual plays that make this matchup what it's been so far, some of which you may not even remember. In 2010, the first time these two ever met in the playoffs ironically played a part in the formation of the Big Three the very next year, given that Boston would beat both LeBron and Wade on their way to their second NBA Finals in 3 years. This was a lopsided first round, and it was fairly well known that Miami didn't stand any real chance, but there were still some fun moments. Take, for instance, this Paul Pierce game winner to grant the Celtics a 3-0 lead.
Hey, you know my body. Hey!
Knocks it down. Celtics win.
Yeah!
Yet another clutch shot by the Truth may have helped avoid an unnecessarily...
I think that shit was a school night. I remember falling asleep, and my dad told me the next day, I asked my dad, yo, Dad, did we win? Dad said, yeah, Paul Pierce got a game winner. A game winner, Dad? What?
long series, as the very next game, Dwayne Wade would put up a 46-point masterclass to avoid the sweep. That was about it for 2010 though. Wade was the leading scorer in every single game for both teams in the series, and that individual dominance was a sign of things to come. The very next season, the Heat had formed their Big Three in a near direct response to the Celtics, and we spent all season knowing that at some point they were going to end up in a battle. That brings us to a moment that I feel has largely been forgotten.
Oh my god. Hate this game. God. Man. I understand the Heat had a 2-0 lead. Rondo was a guy. That fucking elbow. That shit, chat, that shit went like this. Like that shit went inward, bro. God damn, man.
Pocket four, poked away. And then Wade pulls down Rondo. It was almost like he was trying to box him out. Rondo's shaking up on the play.
In the midst of Boston trying to defend their home court down 0-2, Rajon Rondo would suffer one of the more...
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all spamming yes sir in chat is nasty. Y'all some nasty individuals.
...gruesome injuries you'll ever see, only to later somehow emerge from the tunnel and inject life into the crowd with one arm. Of course, reality would set in as the series drug on, leading to LeBron exercising his demons against the green team at long last.
Early in the game, Wade, James for the lead.
There's no looking back, there was no reason why that shot should have felt like a dagger. Up by 3 with 2 minutes left. But I remember watching that game, and it really did feel like a dagger. Like, okay, got it. Now this motherfucker went. Okay.
2 to play in game 5.
It was I think it was the dunk that sealed the deal.
Green is coming for Kristich. Rebound by Bosh. He's got 10 rebounds.
There was like a breakaway dunk.
LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. James over Pierce. That might be the dagger.
This hurts. This hurts, chat. This.
One devastating turnover for Boston after another. 14-0 run. A team that
another turnover
is going to close 2 consecutive games. That's an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Delonte West, just going into the chest.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. This was prime fuck heat time for me. I swear to God. Yo, my little ass was in the living room. Man, he had to form a super team. He had to join D-Wade. This some weak ass shit. Yo, Chad, I swear to God I was heated. Chad, I swear to God I was heated when this shit was going on. Ain't no way, bro. Jordan wouldn't have done this. Kobe wouldn't have done this. Like, yo, I was on some shit, bro.
Dwayne Wade.
In a game Boston was largely in control of, James would go on to score 10 straight points in 2 minutes, humiliating and sending home the group that had given him so many problems since he last made the NBA Finals in 2007. The old saying goes to act like you've been somewhere before, but neither he nor D Wade could pretend they hadn't just crossed a major item off their list. This was a rivalry. A rivalry that would resume in 2012 for the 3rd straight year as the Derrick Rose knee injury cleared the path for the Celtics to make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Of significant note is that Chris Bosh was hurt in the 2nd round also, meaning it was largely up to Wade and James to take down Boston on their own. With Miami winning Game 1, Rondo would return in Game 2 to explode for 44 points.
Hey, this game was crazy. I seen this the highlights to this game going around Twitter. I remember that game. Man, this is my childhood right here, bruh.
10 assists and
I'm mad they lost. I'm pretty sure I came out that night. I think I remember Marquise Daniels doing some dumb shit late in the game. And I was mad. Like, Marquise Daniels, why the fuck would you do that, bruh? Like, this could have been a classic.
He knocked down more mid-range jumpers than he probably had the entire season.
Although
it wasn't enough for that moment, through 4 games, the series was tied going into Game 5 in Miami. That's where I present you this play.
Nah. I know exactly what's coming.
Just put their head down without any resistance. Oh, what a block from Wade! Kicks out to Petrus for 3.
Chat, that pass is so crazy. Chat, that pass is so crazy. We gotta rewind that shit, bro. Look at this.
Without any...
Shout out to my dog in the back. Brandon Bass going up for dunk. D-Wade block. Rondo touch pass to Michael Petrus in the fucking corner.
Kicks out to Petrus for 3.
That's a crazy pass. That's a crazy pass right there.
That's good. What a turnaround.
Shout out to my guy
It
Doe.
was such an incredible sequence because Boston was already down 6, probably ready to fall behind by double digits after the marvelous Wade block. Yet Rondo redirected it in mid-air
That's an
to the
insane
corner
pass,
to cut it to
bro.
a one-possession game, eventually leading to this play.
I love this play. If Game 6 never happened, man, I swear to God, I would have been talking about shit. I was talking about shit. Huh? Come here, bro. Huh?
Pierce for 3.
In your fucking eye, pussy.
It's good. Paul Pierce from way down.
Yeah.
Then Boston leads by
He
4.
can't guard me.
You probably know by now there's never been a ton of love between Pierce and LeBron, save for that one time Paul went on a drunken rant on Twitter. Well, it was no...
Nah, he didn't have to. Yo, Dom, you didn't have to show the stat line, bro. You didn't have to show the stat line, bro. Come on, man. Come on, Dom. You could have blurred it out, Dom. Come on, man.
different back then.
Come on, man.
And with that shot, he seemingly just put an end to the Heat's experiment in the face of LeBron. It put the Heat on the brink of extinction.
I sort of got LeBron would be so fuck. He would have been. Imagine LeBron James forming this super team to beat the Celtics, and he couldn't beat the Celtics like that. I would have been cooking.
Was about to block them from even getting back to the finals after the 2011 meltdown and nearly pushed LeBron to his 3rd Celtics loss in 5 years. All of that from this one shot, setting up this moment in history.
James tries again and puts it in again. 9 for 10 from the field. What a performance so far for LeBron James.
45 points, 15 rebounds.
Yep. All this time has passed, and it's still probably LeBron's greatest game ever. He quite literally saved his entire career with this performance and sent it back to Miami for a Game 7 where this happened.
This time shuts him off. Shot clock down to 5. James.
the cast for both sides looked quite a bit different, but the goal was still the same. Kill the other side, make the NBA Finals. The two would meet in the
Now I'll rewind it. I'll rewind it for chat. But relax. Relax, bro. Relax.
It got the Mike Breen bang of approval and all. That was his 30th point, and essentially the end of the Boston Big Three era. Bad insult, Ray Allen left the Celtics to join Miami over the offseason as Boston had been put to bed for good. Fast forward 8 years into the future, and the cast for both sides looked quite a bit different, but the goal was still the same. Kill the other side, make the NBA Finals. The two would meet in the bubble for the rights to represent the Eastern Conference for the first time since both of their respective Big Three eras. Per usual, the game was dramatic, in overtime, leading to this.
Stop! Dumb! They can't keep getting away with this. God damn. Why do we always get bitch bonus? Let's go down. Go down. I'll play with you later. Pause.
Against Butler, got downhill. Punch it. Bam says, get it out of here. Out of bio. Sky high with the block.
I remember watching this shit in my living room in Rhode Island. I was in fucking college. I was jumping out my seat because I knew Tatum was going to fucking yam that shit down. And this motherfucker right here just had to block it. God damn it, Bam.
Rejection.
God damn it.
It is unfortunate that there wasn't a crowd present to take this one in. That's besides the point, though. Bam had blocked Tatum's attempt to tie the game, and eventually the Celtics chanced to go back to the finals, putting the all-time playoff series at 3-1 Miami's way. After that weird 2021 year that I reckon will be argued as the actual COVID season one day, the
Let's talk about it.
two met up again in 2022 for, you guessed it, an NBA Finals ticket. Honestly, a lot of this series was just a mess, but it still produced as Celtics and Heat often does. For instance, Game 6, where Boston began to seem like they were on their way finally, then Jimmy Butler answered.
Kicks it out to Butler. Butler, corner three. It's good. Jimmy. Butler with his fourth three-pointer of the game. It's back to 5. Butler drives, goes inside. It's good, and the foul. Jimmy Butler once again. Finds Butler. Butler turns, fires. It's good.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up? What's up with this guy?
As the shot clock expires, Jimmy Butler, and it's a 6-point lead.
47 points and momentum killers to send this series back to Miami for a 7th game. As many of you know, I was in the building for this one, and I'd never been more sure I was watching a Boston collapse in real time.
Right here.
Now this last minute and a half was scary. It was scary hours, bro.
Oladipo in traffic, got it. Lowry. Strus. To make it a 2-point game. Connect. Flash. Smart. Fakes. Fires. Butler.
I'm getting scared right now. I feel like he's still gonna make it. I feel like he's still gonna make it, Chad. Uh-oh. Hey.
I guess we'll never know.
Bye-bye.
Loose and Horford. Gonna have to foul. They do. Butler had a clean look, Jeff.
That Jimmy Butler shot still haunts my dreams, and there's never been a time where I watched it and didn't expect it to go in. By all accounts, the shot was supposed to go in, but in some sick twist of fate, the Celtics got away with an obvious sell and celebrated their first trip to the finals since 2010 on their rival's home court.
Yeah!
Good after 2020, but what came next did not. Miami winning one game was whatever, but then Grant Williams decided
Yeah, then they won 2. One game was, but 2 was, okay.
to talk to Jimmy Butler.
The grind, the gyration, and the 2 in the foul. And they're having words. Look at this. Nose to nose. Eye to eye.
Looking back, bro, Grant got too much shit on him. I ain't gonna lie. Pause. But he was just showing some dog, okay? Didn't want to get bitched by Jimmy Butler.
This by Brown, and here's the shot made by Williams. And look at the words already.
Will take it into the defense of Grant Williams. Shot clock at 4. Here he accelerates and finds 2.
Oh, and gave him the too small sign to 3.
Butler drives on Grant Williams, and a 15-footer will tie it at 100.
This is what he wants.
Inside for the lead. He got it.
That's what he wants. Grant Williams on him.
The Celtics are going to have to come in double. People are going to think it's over, but Boston's been a lot better on the road than they have at home. And remember last year's Eastern Conference Finals, the road team won 5 out of 7.
Losing both home games as the higher seed team is always a no-no and will almost always result in your elimination. Doing so while getting dogged out by the team's best player who you chose to rile up is just emasculating. And once Game 3 unfolded, I felt the Celtics breaking as a franchise. Jimmy Butler even did Al Horford's timeout taunt back to him while they were getting obliterated.
Game 3, I'm not gonna lie, chat. You would think Game 7 would be the lowest point as a Celtics fan. Game 3 was the lowest point as a Celtics fan this year, bro. That game was so ass as a Celtics fan. Holy shit. I was so mad. I was ready to pack up the whole fucking team. Tatum, you a bum. JB, you a bum. Joe Mazzulla, get the fuck out of here. Malcolm Brogdon, what's up? Derek Wright, what's up? Marcus Smart, what's up? Like, the video is up on Souls and Sage. I cooked the Celtics before they even got eliminated. That was a bad game. That was a bad game, bro. And to be fair, yeah.
Down 0-3, no momentum, and on the brink of falling to the Heat for the 4th time in 7 matchups. They won one game, okay cool, that's expected. They won a second, and okay, that was sort of expected too, especially after the "don't let us get one" comment. There was just zero chance they were gonna get a third though. I will say at this point, Game 6 2023 is one of the greatest games I've ever watched. There are too many moments to pull from here. Duncan Robinson even did Jimmy Butler's exact pose on the 3 he missed the previous year, on a 3 that would have likely broken things open here. In any case, Butler ended the game on 3 free throws, which I felt was poetic given that he missed that 3 to win the series before. It all just felt like the Heat were supposed to get it back right here.
It's off to Smart for the 7th game. Tremendous tipped in, but the buzzer sounded. The light was on. It'll be reviewed.
You have to protect the offensive rebound.
Oh, he got rid of it.
These, Chad, I ain't gonna lie. These were some good times, though. You know, stressful time as a Celtics fan, but these were some good times in the NBA community. I was having a lot of fun streaming during this time, bro. I wish y'all were there. You know what I'm saying? I know we got some new guys in the building that weren't here when I was streaming during this time. Those were some fun streams. Those were some fun ass streams, though. No cap.
The Celtic win, and we're going to Game 7.
The Celtics are going to win. There's a Game 7 back in Boston.
Like I said, one of the greatest and most improbable games I've ever watched in my entire life. The Boston Celtics were now poised to become the only team in NBA history to come back.
Oh, also, hands down. The best series of these playoffs, though. No cap. That Kings Warriors series was cute. Shout out to Adam West for the 5. All right, I'm gonna head out. you have a good stream, and hope y'all have a good live stream at DreamCon, since I won't be watching. Appreciate it. But hands, that Kings Warriors series was cute. Lakers Warriors was cute. The finals, let me not get started on the finals. This was series of the year though, no cap.
From an 0-3 playoff series deficit. They were now only the 4th team ever to force a Game 7 after going down that far. Exactly the type of drama you'd expect from the Miami Heat and Boston Celtics, as for the last decade, you've really gotten nothing different. Although the men in green did not prevail at this specific moment, it would appear the story continues. Boston finally made a major shakeup to their core, adding Kristaps Porzingis, who is unironically the player they probably needed to beat the Heat zone in this year's playoffs. A Jaylen Brown extension appears to be looming, and there's currently no reason to believe they won't be right back contending next season. Since the inception of the Brown and Tatum duo, they've been to the conference finals, second round, conference finals, injured out in the first round, the NBA finals, and the conference finals. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat are taking longer than expected, but it appears sooner or later they'll draw Damian Lillard, at long last making an actual change to this roster that's been trying to bring home the gold for 4 seasons now. Of course, the NBA is as unpredictable as ever, and maybe these two cores will never face off again, who knows. But from where we're sitting, I expect more hotly contested battles and history-defining moments that we've been spoon-fed since the start of last decade. It's 4-2 at the moment, and all we can do for now is hope that the rivalry continues.
But this is what I'm saying. I understand people are like, parity. Like, we want parity. We want different matchups every single year. But I think the con with having different matchups every single year is rivalries like this do not play out that often. Like, deadass, I think we have low-key been blessed with a trilogy of great series. I know 2021 was a break, but between 2020, 22, 23, 3 out of the last 4 years, we've had some fantastic series between these two teams. Two of them went to 7. One of them went to 6. Like, shit like that doesn't happen if you have, like, ultra parity in the fucking league. And I'm gonna keep it a bean. I said I didn't want to see him last year. Now that Dame wants to go to Miami, now that we got Jaylen Brown, if you want beef, we got sausage. Yeah. Okay, that was the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna close off the stream right there. I'm gonna end this one on a shorter note. Shout out to the 677 in the building. You know what I'm saying? Closing off at 680, 700 is crazy. So shout out to everyone in the motherfucking building. Listen, man. And shout out to Dom2K as well for the video. And shout out to Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jaylen Brown. I'm happy for the dude. I'm happy for the guy. I am going to be on the more optimistic side when it comes to this deal. But, hey, I understand the cons as well.